This story is from a very famous book. I believe most of you must have heard about it, if not read. Chicken Soup for the Soul, a book written by Jack Canfield and Mark Victor Hansen. So listen to this as I read a few lines from this book. The story is about a young man who grew up in a ranch with his father, and he essentially was one of the horse trainers. And this is what the story says. It goes back to a story about a young man who was the son of a horse trainer, who would go from stable to stable, racetrack to racetrack, farm to farm, ranch to ranch, training horses. As a result, the boy's high school career was continually interrupted. When he was a senior, he was asked to write a paper about what he wanted to be and do when he grew up. That night, he wrote a 7-page paper describing his goal of someday owning a horse ranch. He wrote about his dream in great detail. He even drew a diagram of his 200-acre ranch, showing the location of all the buildings, the stables and the track. Then he drew a detailed floor plan for a 4,000 square feet house that would sit on the 200-acre dream ranch. He put a great deal of his heart into the project and handed it to his teacher. 2 days later, he received his paper with a feedback that said, "Meet me after class," and a grade in red, F, which meant basically failed or rejected. The boy with the dream went to see his teacher and asked, "Why did I receive an F?" The teacher said, "You have no money. You come from a worker's family. You have no resources. Owning a ranch requires a lot of money. You have to buy land, pay for the breeding stock. You'll have to pay for a large stud farm. And there's no way you could ever do it." Then the teacher added, "If you will rewrite this paper with a more realistic goal, I will consider your grade." The boy went home and thought about it long and hard. He asked his father what he should do. His father said, "Look, son, you have to make up your mind. It's your dream, it's your writing. However, think, because this is perhaps the most important decision for you that you will make." Finally, after sitting with it for a week, the boy turned in the same paper with no changes at all. He stated, "Sir, you can keep the F, but I'll keep my dreams." The best part of the story is, 20 years later, the same teacher brought 30 kids to a camp. The camp on a ranch that belonged to the same young boy who he had once failed. When the teacher was leaving, he said, "Look, son, I will tell you this now. When I was your teacher, I was something of a dream stealer. During those years, I stole a lot of kids' dreams. Fortunately for you, you had the gumption and the courage not to give up on your dreams. Don't let anyone steal your dreams. Follow your heart no matter what." This examination, this career that you want to choose for yourself is just one of those dreams. So all of you, this career path that you have chosen for yourself, the UPSC examination, the administration, and I'm sure much more beyond this, is all your dreams. There are times when we look around us for people to support and encourage us through our dreams, but nobody can really know what you're dreaming and how much you feel for your dreams. The dream is yours, you will have to work for it. But yes, be aware of dream stealers. It could be just about anybody, sometimes your best friends, maybe unintentionally. It could be your relatives, it could be your parents too.